World of Warcraft is the classic MMO RPG from back in 2004 developed by Blizzard. I wanted to check out the new player experience to see what the game still has to offer for people looking for a new MMO to play in 2022. Somehow this game is still popular. Basically every MMO in the world is based off of this or steals some ideas from WoW. I wanted to see just exactly how the new player experience is in 2022. So this video is, should you try WoW in 2022? I don't know. I've played a lot of MMORPGs and I've always been really fascinated by the genre as a whole. For some reason I've always neglected WoW and never wanted to play it. For some reason I always thought the game was stinky, garbage, hot pile of smelly trash. But I knew at some point I was gonna give it a chance. This game is like the OGest of OG RPGs. Everywhere you go it feels like you're in a true fantasy world. The world itself is just pretty immersive. Right away jumping into this world I was pleasantly surprised. Honestly, for being such an old game, the graphics aren't even that bad, and the world is quite immersive. Even just standing around, I felt like there's so much adventure to be seen. This world is so vast, and there's shit out there that I gotta look at. All the areas are super diverse and vast, and obviously classic like areas in any standard MMO. You got the forests, you got the caves, you got some volcanoes, shit like that. But for some reason, the style here, or just the world itself, feels so mysterious. I'm intrigued to learn more. I won't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of tab targeting games or their systems. I've played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV and that game is very enjoyable. And one of the main reasons I held out on trying WoW for so long is because of the same tab targeting system. But I'm actually really happy I finally tried it. The game is fun! The game is fun! The wide variety of classes and races is definitely a bonus, and it adds to that layer of roleplay immersion, kind of. You could be whoever you want to be, and if you so choose to be a goblin, a little tiny goblin, that's all good too. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't tried this game before. Well, actually, to be honest, I did play WoW many years ago, probably when I was like a wee young gamer. In my early teen years, I think I just killed like 5 ghosts or something, or some sheep or whatever, I don't know, and then I picked up some gold, and it was in the classic days, and I don't know, it just didn't stick with me. Coming back now though, I feel like my taste for video games has finally ripened, you know? I finally have the patience to play a game like this. It is a bit slower paced, I won't lie. Combat is a bit slow paced, you know, exploration a bit slow paced, questing is a bit slow paced, but that's just the name of the game when it comes to MMOs, you know? It's kind of just for chilling, and I respect that, and I like that aspect of these games. You know, you can just jump in with some homies, if you're sweating on like a sweaty game like Overwatch or, I don't know, Counter-Strike or something, and you hop some WoW for a bit and you can just walk around and kill some orcs and trolls or whatever and pick their bones off their corpses. You can just chill, you know? It's fun to walk around and explore. I always really appreciate a world with a lot of detail and a lot of things to see. So that's definitely a bonus. Combat is pretty slow, but as you slowly start to develop your class and gain more abilities and skills, it at least keeps you engaged. It is slow paced and you're mainly just clicking on stuff or pressing buttons, but the engagement comes from really learning your class, diving deeper and getting to understand like how to fight stronger or how to even, you know, deal that mad DPS that you could be doing as your class. From the beginning, I decided to go with Rogue because I usually like the stealthy playstyle or the quick and nimble characters. I don't like the big hulky, big shoulder pads and shield kind of guy. So I made a Blood Elf Rogue, and I think she looks pretty fucking sick actually. And to be honest, when I made my character, it was the character design overall that pushed me to want to keep playing. I actually got attached to my character and found joy in seeing them get stronger and collect better armor and slowly become this well-rounded, developed character. WoW has already been out for ages, like literally over a decade, so there's tons of expansions and it's kind of a lot to jump into if you don't even know what the hell's going on. Like me,
that's a lot of expansions.
I don't really know where I should be going, where I should be questing, or what I should be doing, but I'm just going around and clicking on shit, doing the missions that I have in my area, and it seems to be working. I don't have a general direction or goal to be working to. I'm just here to explore and experience this game. When I was younger, definitely the character designs of WoW threw me off a little bit. Everybody has such huge shoulder pads, big feet, or large teeth, or all this stuff, but at the time I was pretty not into it. I won't lie, it hasn't grown on me that much, the art style, the Blizzard aesthetic, but it's not always prevalent. There are some more light framed characters, and that's really my jam, so I can get down with that. Overall, I'm pretty just happy with the environments and just questing. I don't have really anyone to play with. I mostly played solo, and I'm trying to convince my friends to play with me, but they only like games where you can shoot people, so that's a thing. I've been having a lot of fun enjoying this game solo, but at one point I'm sure I will find a wall where I need to group up or find a guild or even need other people to help me complete a certain dungeon. I'm not entirely sure how guilds work or any of that, but man, we'll get there. A cool thing about MMOs that always piqued my interest was the high level, intense gameplay of some of the end game dungeons and raids. Nowadays, people are always comparing difficulty of certain raids or dungeons to WoW difficulty. Or people will say, this Lost Ark dungeon and raid is as immersive, if not more immersive and tougher than a WoW raid. And just hearing comments like that from afar is really what kept my eyes on this game. It's probably no mystery to you guys that I like challenging games or difficult games, so if this is a challenge and something to overcome, then I'm definitely down for it. I'm definitely gonna be there. Look, WoW may be an old ass game, but you can still swim in it. Is that something that New World can say they can do? Can New World be happy with themselves, knowing that a game from 2004 has features that they don't? Is this a regression in game development? Like, what the fuck? In a way, I can see why WoW has stuck around for so long. This game is traditional. By traditional, I mean it's fucking traditional as fuck. You know, elves, goblins, trolls. This is literally what all fantasy is based off of. And I can really see the charm to it. It just has that traditional, old school love to it. It's almost like D&D, you know? I never played D&D, but I sort of imagine this is what it would be like if it was ever in a real digital video game format. Unlike that shitty one that came out recently. As a new player, WoW is super confusing. There sure is a lot of shit to do. It's not really explained the best. They don't really tell you what you should be doing, what you should be working towards. You kind of just like start questing and then you're in it all of a sudden. Quests just pop up and pop up and pop up and suddenly you're just stuck doing them and you don't even know for what. There are different areas you can warp to, like all the expansions. You can basically visit any of the expansions at whatever moment you want and choose what area to level in. I don't necessarily know what place I should be in, where I should be going, but whatever. I'm having fun killing guys. I like the collectathon aspect of this game. There's so many different transmog mounts to collect to really flex your style on the other gamers. And it's cool that the community has been working so hard for so long. The fact that I'm definitely behind by like 10 years is not even a negative to me. It feels like this game has history and it's pretty cool to jump in. Yeah, it kind of feels like the community is sort of like dying because the game is divided between classic and modern. But for someone like me who is a new player, it doesn't really affect us. I'm not sure why anyone would play classic over modern because that game just feels so old school in comparison. Maybe I should just properly give it a chance. I won't lie, I have been enjoying the modern version of WoW compared to the classic. I think the real WoW gamers play classic, but I don't know. I wasn't around there for the OG days, so I kind of don't have the attachment like they probably do. Overall, I've had surprisingly a lot of fun with this game. I thought I was gonna jump in and kill a couple goblins and get bored like I did before. In reality, younger me probably would. Now that I'm older and have patience for things that are not only Fortnite, I can also enjoy games that are slower, like an aged wine really, and that's how I feel about WoW. Yeah, the game has gotten old. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dusty. It will always be there, and it will always still be a good game. A different one at that, an old school, kind of clunky game, but it's a game, and it'll always be there for you. It is sort of annoying that you have to pay for a subscription, but that is just, that comes with the territory of these MMO games because they've received so many updates so often and so frequently that it would really be kind of just stealing money from the developers to pay like $20 or whatever and have this game forever because they constantly update it. And subscriptions just come with the MMO genre in general. Subscriptions just kind of come with the price of a lifelong developed and supported game. It's sort of unavoidable at this point. So what can you do? I couldn't imagine being a subscribed player since 2004. That seems like a lot of time and a lot of funds, but if you like the game, then it's worth it. Overall, I think WoW is a decent MMO RPG. The world is vast, the dungeons seem pretty decent, the gameplay is okay, and they're still adding a lot of new content all the time. I think there is an update just around the corner with a new class coming soon. So this game is truly not dying anytime soon. I feel like the division between WoW Classic and WoW Modern is only hurting the franchise. It feels like the player base doesn't know exactly where to play. But you know, I'm a new player, I just jumped in this past month, so what do I know? Clearly, I don't know shit, I don't know what the gamers of this community want, so it just seems odd to me. Anyways, I've been having a lot of fun playing WoW. The game is surprisingly really enjoyable and has a lot of charming character to it. I'm excited to get further, excited to see my character become an absolute badass. I'm going to continue to give the game a chance. I'm going to continue to keep trying it out for the rest of my month subscription, first trial month subscription. And I'm excited to see where the game takes me, to do future dungeons and raids. Maybe I'll even eventually stream it on my channel. So make sure to check out the Twitch, subscribe so you don't miss a single video, and smash that like button so I know that you like this shit. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.